you guys, this is Trang. Welcome back to my channel. This has got to be the most nerve-wracking unboxing I've ever done on this channel, and I will tell you why. I had the worst experience with REBAG Trade. I don't know if you guys get advertisement when you watch YouTube, but there's always that one annoying commercial from REBAG that's like, oh, you know, I wanted this bag, but I didn't want to pay none of those prices. So then I went and trade my bag with REBAG, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, so REBAG is offering a huge incentive if you do a trade with them. You get basically 10% more of the trade. If you do like a REBAG credit, then you can use your credit to buy stuff from them. I did that option because I saw a bag I really liked, which that bag is coming in 2 days. But basically, oh my gosh, there's my box. Thank you, Jesus. Let's open it and make sure it's okay. The reason I'm filming this unboxing is because when FedEx delivered this box and I was holding the box, it felt really light. Weight of it felt different. So I just wanted to make sure it was on camera in case, you know, I open this and there's nothing inside or there's things missing that's being recorded. Let me see. Okay, yeah, this is my box because I know my box has a little dent on one corner, so it is my box. So what had happened was I sent in my Hermes Evelyn PM bag to REBAG because you guys know I bought that bag, and at the time I bought it, I already told y'all it looked like an old man's ball sack, but I accepted it because it's functional. And I had just decided that I didn't want to do hospital life no more. I was going to be a stay-at-home mom and watch my kid and whatnot. So I thought I was going to cook a lot, do grocery shopping, do all that jazz. So I needed a functional bag. Despite the appearance not so much fitting me. I love my career, but the environment I was working in, I didn't like it. During that transition, I was feeling really drabby. I mostly wore like sweatpants, so the Evelyn looked really great without it. It looked chic, but I only did that for about 6 months, and I realized like I am not really a good homemaker. I came back to work, but I didn't work in a hospital setting because I just don't want to be trapped in that environment again. So I did something else with my career that's working out really great for me. Thank you, Lord. But anyhow, I didn't need the Evelyn because it turns out I don't even cook that much. I don't go grocery shopping that much either, you know. All the tasks I didn't like, I allocated to somebody else. Oh, what is this? You guys, look, this box is like dented all on this side. And it wasn't there before when I shipped it to them. And this isn't just dented, the corner split right here on my box. Oh, I hope nothing's damaged on the inside. Let's see. Oh my goodness, where's the strap that I sent them? Okay, they sent me the strap back. No. This is my dust bag. I got my dust bag back. I got the strap back. Okay, the straps in. Yeah, that's fine. But what had happened was REBAG and, you know, myself, we agreed to a quote. And then I sent them my stuff and they're like, oh, they backed out. If I wanted my bag, I had to pay for it full price. But I think what it was like I took the strap apart, obviously, to ship it so that I can put it in this strap dust bag for them. I think they might thought it was broken or something. Maybe the person didn't know how to put the strap together, which is kind of weird to me because you are a luxury brand. So how would you not know how to put a strap? But then again, if you look at the Better Business Bureau review on REBAG, I don't know how professional their authentication process actually is, because a normal luxury person would look at this and know how to put the strap on this bag, right? But anyhow, so they're like, okay, they don't want to buy it, and the reason given was that it did not meet their criteria. I'll put it on the screen for you guys to see. So it was like a vague reason. I called their customer service and I'm like, I got this strange email saying that my bag didn't meet your company criteria. What does that even mean? This customer service lady was very nice about it, but she was like, oh, you know, we inspect the bag under a microscope, all this jazz, and you know, we could reject it if it's not authentic. We could reject it if the condition is not what it looks like, photograph, yada 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 yada, all that business. So here's the strap together. But anyhow, I'm like, I even sent you guys my freaking Hermes store receipt. Let me see if this has my name. Yeah, it has my name on it, but that part's covered. So I sent them the official store receipt. I hope you can see that on camera. And then the booklet, the box, everything. It's not a matter of authenticity. I purchased it from Hermes, the store. And as far as condition goes, it's practically new. There's nothing wrong with the stitching. There's nothing wrong with the bag. The bag is in perfect condition. It's authentic. You see all the stitches. It's like new. There's not even scratch on the hardware. There's no wear on the corner whatsoever. So I didn't understand what the heck they were talking about. And no one could give me an explanation. All they said was it didn't meet our company's guidelines, so we're sending it back to you, which I was just so relieved because initially it was radio silent. At that point, I kind of panicked. I don't want to argue with them. I just want my bag back from these people. Anyhow, I'm like, okay, so how do I get my bag back? Because I'm worried now. It seems to me like something weird is going on. I almost thought that I was gonna be scammed somehow because I'm like, oh my gosh, they have my back. What's gonna happen now? There was no reason. They didn't tell me that it was not authentic. They just read me like a list of things that could get rejected, but it didn't say like this was why your bag got rejected. It was like these are all the reasons why our company would reject a bag, but none of it applied to my bag because, like I said, the condition is like new, it's authentic, I provide proof of authenticity. Also, they're so-called expert. If it's not authentic, then you say like, oh, it's not authentic. I was just freaking out because I'm like, I sent them the bag with the original receipt and everything like that. For no reason that they could give me, they decided to cancel the trade. But at that point, I'm like, okay, so please ship me back my bag. And they're like, okay, we'll do it. And then they, thank Lord, 2 days after their expert inspection, they shipped the bag out. And while this was happening, my overthinking brain started turning the wheels, and I was like, man, this is weird because you guys, these purchases are a little bit of money. And so before we purchase, of course, we research and make sure that it works with our lifestyle. Yeah, we have the best intention, right? However, sometimes it don't work out. And I have some bags that didn't work out for me, and then I just offload them to Fashion File. And I've offloaded about like 3 different things to them, and it was never an issue. I sold it, they gave me either cash or credit or whatever, and then I go on with my day. Like, it had never been an issue. When this happened, it really freaked me out. I went on Better Business Bureau. There were people saying that they sent in their brand new bag, they were given the exact same excuse or whatever, not meeting guidelines. And then I read in all these forums that this does happen with Rebag a lot. And also, another thing that worried me is that there were people who shipped their bag But when Rebag got it, it says like 0 weight, and they claim that there was nothing in the box. So that also worried me. I was just worried that somehow it was gonna be a scam. They were gonna keep the bag, claim something about the bag, and then they were just gonna keep it. And one of my friends is like, what if they damaged the bag and then that's why like they shipped it off back to you so quickly, and then they could be like, oh, you know, that's how you sent it to them and all these stuff. This was a really quick inspection, but it looks like it's, you know, they returned everything except the box. The box got damaged during the shipping. Thank God it didn't like completely tore apart. Yeah, I'm glad that it came back. Like, I feel so relieved. The reason why I was looking so disheveled is because I'm cooking bông bò Huế when the FedEx person come, and I had to film the unboxing right then and there. If you guys were here, I'll give you each a bowl. The whole thing left a bitter taste in my mouth. They gave that trade option, which has a lot of value because if you accept the trade option, you get 10% more. You also get tax incentive because instead of the full amount, you only pay the tax on the difference. So I was saving like $194 in tax, which to me, it was a good savings. And then I got a $300 credit from them and a 10% off coupon that they were advertising. The trade was a really good deal until this fiasco happened. To send my bag about $3,700, to put $3,700 in the mail, you're praying it gets to the right destination the whole time. You're praying that something doesn't, FedEx doesn't screw it up, nobody stole your product or your bag or whatever. So you're relieved once it got there, and then once it get there, it's like rejected, but you don't know why it even got rejected. Nobody can tell you why. Then they send you back the bag, and then the whole way back, you have the same worries. Like, what if it got stolen? What if it got damaged? What if somebody switched something out, like a fake bag? You know, all these things go through your head. My gosh, like, I have to be honest, Rebag Trade, I wouldn't do it again. It's a waste of my time, and it was like so much worry for absolutely nothing. I was not going to use a bag, so I was listing it on the Hermes forum. I not only lost time and like worry for an entire week, I lost the potential of selling this to somebody that actually really love it. And then on top of that, the box got damaged on the way back. All right, you guys, I'm back. I just switched the phone around so you guys can see me better and it's not so dark. In explaining this, I don't want you guys to think like, oh, you know, I have beef with Rebag because they didn't purchase my bag. Like, that's not the issue. What bothered me more than them deciding not to purchase the bag and waste a week of my life is like it was done without any legitimate explanation. Had they said that, okay, we want to cancel the trade, and given me a reason for why they want to cancel the trade, that's legit, a real reason specifically to my bag, then I would understand. Versus their representative, who was very polite and whatnot, but I have read that they've outsourced their customer care. Customer service, when you have an issue, it seems like that department is allegedly overseas, because I've called a couple of times and their employee reading to me from a script. The lady doesn't seem like she had any access or knowledge of my bag. Normally with a business, you enter a contract, the contract is fulfilled, yada yada, you go on with your life. There's never in a professional setting that basically is like, oh, we changed our mind with the trade. So that part of it is kind of disturbing to me. As far as the company and how they deal with trade, their AI program generating a generic quote, I'm not sure if customers out there are getting the quote that the computer is spitting out, because I'm only speaking about myself and my bag. This bag is light new condition. It came with everything. Like, aside from the bag being authentic and having all the stamps and whatnot, I even supplied a store receipt. If you were not that much of an expert with all that supply with the box, and you know these newer box, you can put it under UV lighting and they'll have the horse logo and whatnot. There's so much here that the average Joe would be able to make a conclusion on authenticity. Because if they refuse my bag and it's like new condition with all the authenticity proof and yada yada, whose bag is it that they are accepting for trade, and how much are they offering for these bags? With trade, of course, it's an AI program. You send all your pictures to it and you send your bag to them. Most of the time, the AI program does match up to the pictures that you sent, and they inspect the bag, it's the same, and they accept your quote, and things go smoothly. There are circumstances where the bag gets to them and they realize that the bag is in worse condition, so your quote gets reduced. And then other circumstance where I was hoping, because my bag is practically new, because that program is very generic. It didn't even let me pick like the Pacific color or anything. It just says like Hermes, PM, Evelyn, and brown. And if you have a desirable color, which taupe is a very popular Hermes color, goes with everything, that the quote actually would go up. I accepted their quote. I paid the difference, so that was taken out of my account. They then have my bag and they rejected it for some unknown reason. And you have 48 hours to pay for whatever you're trading for outright. To me, number one, 48 hours is a really short time. You would have been so invested. Like in my case, I had already envisioned myself with the bag that I wanted. I had already gotten outfits for it. Most likely, most people in that position probably would be like me and they would just pay for it outright, which is what I did. Do you guys feel like this was bad practice? Yeah, I'm just curious if any of you guys have ever done a trade and how it went. Did you guys get what was offered by the computer, Claire? Or did you send the bag in and your quote got reduced? Also, if there's ever a situation that you guys actually got more than what the computer quoted. That's my experience. It just seems a bit shady. Would I do another rebag trade? Heck no. Okay, you guys, so leave your opinions in the comment section for me. If you have experience with trading or selling with rebag, let me know how it went. Yeah, I'm just curious to know what everybody's selling experience is like. Who you guys trust? Who do you sell your bags to if it doesn't work out for you? Leave any tips, opinion below for me and I'll appreciate it. Bye, you guys.